Hey friend, welcome back. Today we are making potato skins, a TGI Fridays copycat recipe. Here's a pic of our ingredients. There's only a few, so check the description box for details. We are going to get started with preparing our potatoes. They take forever and a day to bake, so it's essential that we get these going. Alright, I gave my potatoes a very good wash to get all of the dirt off them, and now they're nice and clean. Make sure you pat them dry as much as possible to remove any excess moisture from the skin. Once they're dry, set to the side and let's take out our foil wrap. This step is optional, but I like to bake my potatoes in a tin foil to hold in the flavor. Pour a generous amount of olive oil over your potato and rub it in until it's fully covered, making sure there are no dry spots. Now add a generous amount of salt and pepper and rub it in again until the skin is coated. Once you're done, wrap the potato in the tin foil, making sure that you fold the edges and creases in so that the olive oil doesn't spill out in the oven. Repeat this process with the rest of your remaining potatoes. Generously coat with olive oil and rub it in. Season the skin with salt and pepper, and lastly, wrap the potato in foil. Alright, all three of my potatoes are done, and I'm going to cook them in the oven on 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour. The time it takes to cook will greatly depend on the size of your potatoes. While those are baking, let's get our bacon cooking. Bacon is optional, or you can substitute it, whichever you prefer. I'm going to cook about 4 slices, but make however many you want, and while that's getting started, I'm going to transition again and prep our green onion. Here I have a small bunch of green onion, and I'm going to finely dice them to my liking. I absolutely love the aroma and flavor profile of green onions with potato skins, so I think it's mandatory to add them. I like a variety of sizes, so I'm going to go back in with my knife and make some of the onion pieces smaller. Once you're done, put them in a bowl and set to the side and to the end. Alright, let's check in on our bacon and give them a flip. They only need a few more minutes, so in the meantime, I'm going to prep our cheese. Today I'm using Kobe and Monterey Jack cheese, but use what you prefer. And to make shredding quick and easy, I have my KitchenAid mixer and shredder attachment. I've cut my cheese into 4 blocks, and I'm just going to stick it in the top of the attachment and let it work. It's that easy. Here's a quick inside view of how it works while shredding. Alright, all of my cheese is finally shredded, so I'm covering it with some cling wrap and set it in the fridge until we're done. Checking in on our bacon one last time. It looks perfect to me, so let's remove it and drain the grease on a few paper towels. Again, I like a variety of sizes, so chopping my bacon is going to be a bit different so that I can get some small, medium, and large pieces. Once you're done and your bacon is to your liking, place it in a bowl and set it aside for now. Alright, so it's been about an hour and our potatoes are done. Remember, the time it takes to cook them will vary on the sizing of the potatoes. Carefully pull back and remove the foil enough to slice your potato in half lengthwise. Repeat this for the rest of the potatoes, and remember, be very careful. They are very hot and will release some steam upon cutting them. Take one of the potatoes and, using a spoon, gently scoop out some of the inside into a separate bowl. The amount is up to you, just make sure you don't get too close to the edge or else it might break apart. I generally scoop more out from the bottom and leave a lot along the sides. You can use the extra to eat as mashed potatoes with another meal. Once you're done, set them to the side for a moment. Here I have a small bowl and I'm going to put a generous scoop of butter in it and melt it. Once melted, add a splash or two of olive oil and give it a good mix. Using a pastry brush, brush the butter and oil along the side of the potatoes, making sure all sides are covered. Alright, now this part is optional, but I like to add a bit of salt and crushed peppers to the inside of my potatoes. Once you're done, pop them back in the oven for 10 minutes. Now let's do the back side. Brush with the butter oil mix and then pop the tray into the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, now let's assemble our potatoes. You can do this so many different ways or with other added toppings. It's truly whatever you like. I like to start off mine with some cheese in the bottom, followed by some chopped bacon, and then topped with the green onion. I do this twice for 2 layers and then top it off again with a final layer of cheese. Lastly, broil the potatoes for about 3 to 5 minutes or until the cheese on top is nice and melty. After about 2 minutes or so, remove the pan from the oven and you're pretty much done. Go ahead and enjoy. Here's how mine look plated. If you like this recipe, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.